Hello, and this is another game for you. It's a Dutch mirror with nice comments from TV Total welcoming you. Okay, this is Azamk versus ramex 12. Also a good player. Good news, yeah. Great. So start is very simple. Azam got 40 coin, Ramex got 50 wood already. That's nice. And so I don't know what start was that. I missed it. Hunts look decent here, decent there. Mines are quite fair, one forward mine and one secure mine. Well, somewhat secure. This back base of red is pretty poor, but I don't think it matters a lot because it's a mirror. This is much more open, which is good for buildings and units and herds and such. Okay, what about treasures? Ramex collecting 80 coin. Scout, the envoy goes around the map somewhere here, and explorer is just scouting. Doesn't look like it's extra wood start. Looks like it was extra coin start because they really didn't gather a lot of coin, both of them. So yeah, probably extra coin crate at the start. And now it's the best part. We wait. Oh, this is nice. Let's get in on the action. 165 XP. A little brawl between the explorers. Ramex is taking the treasure, Azamk is stealing it, and it was really close. I don't know. Ramex got the treasure. Nice. That was a nice win for him. Well, I mean, he was taking the treasure from the start, but still, nice win. Okay, guys talking about poker. And yeah, not much up. Is the stream okay? Somewhat okay. I don't know. Great casting. Thank you. How sweet of you. For all the 2 people that are watching my stream right now, I'm delivering great casting. The herds for both players are almost herded. Hunts, that is. Herds of hunts. And they're both aging with, I would assume, 15 villagers each. And getting enough wood for a house. I would assume, not a house, a bank. And I would assume that red here will get the bank up first because he got extra 50 wood in the treasure, which is always nice. Okay, now Azam got 80 wood, so it's probably fair. Blue, that is, got 80 wood. He's putting down the bank, and red should be putting down the bank too. In just seconds time. There it is. Both gathering coin now to start their villager production, and that's that. I think it was a mutual agreement to not take the 140 food, as it kinda makes the game uneven. Although they did fight over 160 XP, 165, so I don't know. Azamk is making a market, so he's probably doing his flagship build, which is making the next bank from the Age of Wood and food he gathered, And the funny thing is, he will not make the bank with villagers, but he will make the bank with the bank wagon, and then the next bank with the bank wagon as well. So the bank wagon will do the job. Meanwhile, Ramex is making a Rex. So let's see. He queues the bank with the villager, then he puts the bank wagon to work. And that's exactly what the bank wagon does. It builds the bank. And then it will finish this bank and go to its designated bank. And then is the bank. Great. Now that you all got that one, Ramex shipped 700 wood and is going to start on his skirmisher production, which is a classical thing you do in Dutch mirrors. I mean, it was the WCG match with Parfait versus I Am Grant, where they both started off with skirmishers, although I don't think it's the best option. I really like the stable in Dutch mirror as the first military building, because it kinda gives you map control. Well, not map control, but you can be in more places than with skirmishers. And he got the stable from trading resources with the market. Ramex is probably, yeah, he got the second shipment very fast because of the speed treasure. Therefore he has these guys out, which is always nice. He had these guys out very fast, these pikemen shipment, which traveled across the map, and only then the blue guys pike shipment arrived, which I don't think was really necessary at this point. Blue guy kinda needs Hussar and Minutemen at this point. He really does. He doesn't want to lose any more buildings. But he will just suck it up and go for a raid. Oh no, he won't. Pikemen can catch the skirmishers because they have a higher speed. They have a speed of 5, skirmishers have a speed of 4. Therefore these skirmishers can't really escape and are stuck in combat. Minutemen trying to take out these pikemen, and skirmishers just attacking the Minutemen. These very low HP hussars are incoming, but if the red player notices it, he should be able to kill these guys with the pikes and skirmishers. And so he will. At least he will send the blue guy away. So it's a standoff at this point. But the thing is now that both players have spent their 8 pike shipment, so that's not anymore on the cards, and Ramex even spent 200 wood on building the 5 pikes, which means that Azamk can now send the 700 wood shipment and be ahead because he hasn't spent wood from the shipment. He has used trading coin for woods at the market, but still he's kinda a bit ahead on that department, on woods that is. And he's also now getting the XP, which is always a good treasure. Always keep an eye on this treasure at all times. It's so worth it. It's basically another shipment at this stage for blue. Well, almost another shipment. So he will probably send... Okay, he also actually has all the banks up. So that means he is probably sending 3 hussars and making more hussars. At least that's what I would think. Or he's sending food or coin, depending on which he has in the deck, which I can't view at this point. He's definitely making more hussars because he needs to send these guys away. He had 7 villagers in his town center, which means his town center deals 63 range damage. That means 2 shots can kill 1 pikeman. Remember that. 7 villagers in the town center. That's all you need to kill a pikeman in 2 shots. Also a longbowman or a crossbowman. These guys are getting killed very, very badly. They got caught off guard, which is always nasty. These pikemen should be engaging the hussar. And this is definitely a battle that blue doesn't want to take. Even though he has one more Hussar. No, not one more. Two more. He still has numbers now. He said, okay. Blue definitely doesn't want to take this fight. Also, blue is doing bad with his herding. He often just forgets about the herd, which in result sends the herd away from the town. Just wanders off. These poor bison, they need guidance. They need the guide. They need guidance that will send them back to the civilization. Okay, and he's just building more Hussar. Hussar all the way. Yeah, I think red really needs to make some pikes. That would really put him ahead. And I keep using the word really, but I mean it really would. Blue is going to raid with all his army, while red is quite exposed on this hunt, which is nasty. It could be nasty, potentially. But yeah, he's warned right now. That means he could go in with his army. Okay, actually there's an outpost, so I don't know if he will go in. So yeah, he's going back with all his Hussar, and he's trying to save these guys' asses by sending them in the direction of his military. And he got away with this bank wagon, which is good. He didn't lose that one, but he still is behind in terms of banks. Blue has had 4 banks for quite a while now, and I would expect blue to age. I don't know if he's doing that, but I would expect him to do that. He lost this engagement, which is bad. Yeah. Other than that, not much going on. Red is going in the pressure, and blue is kinda behind in terms of military and ahead in terms of economy, but is still rather exposed and has to sit in his own town center without any back mine. His envoy is getting killed. His settlers are getting chased. 3 of them will die for sure. These guys will probably escape, which was a smart move. It's paid off, I think, because these 6 settlers are now safe. Only 3 died. If he would have kept walking this way, in my opinion, the red would have noticed, would have kept on going, and eventually caught them and killed most of them before they could reach the town center. So he definitely saved a bunch of settlers by sacrificing 3. Now sitting in his town center without any units, he's trying to age. I don't know if he will succeed, but I hope he will, because that would make a good game. Red is going back, I don't know why, not sure really, but he's doing so. Maybe he's afraid of 15 Hussars, but that is really not the case, as we see. Only 9 Hussar. I'm not sure about leg, that's why I'm asking. Alright. Ramex reached the fortress age. So actually, red was first in fortress. To reach the fortress, that is. It means that blue is quite behind. This Hussar raid is being chased, but 2 hussars got caught. Maybe even more, not sure. And meanwhile, there's another raid. And these guys are definitely caught, and these guys are definitely caught. I hope so. Nope, he didn't notice. He's just going for settlement. Well, that's... I don't know about that one. He couldn't notice those skirmishers. But he killed these Reuters. You might think that Reuters counter hussars, but the thing is... Okay, and yeah, these hussars got chased away. Sacrificed one. Okay, and we're just discussing the last game, but really there's not much going on. Now Red is going in to pressure this hunt, which is really exposed. Okay, now Red is sieging the bank with Minutemen, and for some reason going back with too many Reuters. Really, these guys would definitely deal with the 3 hussars that were there. Swiss spikes are always annoying. Of course, they're quite good of a shipment, so beware. But in this case, Red might just have enough skirmishers to deal with Swiss pikemen effectively. He already killed 3, which means there are 9 left out of the 12, initial 12. And in terms of score, Red is ahead simply because he has more army. So at this point in time, Blue is still very exposed, but not punished for that yet. And he needs a good engagement in order for him to be even again, because I think he's like 15,000 resources in terms of military behind, which is like 15 units, maybe less. Score says the same thing. Yeah. Both of them have exposed economies, that's why both of their armies are kind of strategically placed to defend any potential raids. Well, not here, but still somewhat strategically placed. The problem for Blue now is he doesn't really have composition. He doesn't really have any skirmishers to deal with fighters. And he doesn't have any hussar to deal with skirmishers. So yeah, he's definitely lacking in military unit composition. The only thing that would complement his already made units would be artillery, but he doesn't have an artillery foundry. He doesn't have the income he needs for making falconets. And he's not doing that. He's just making a rax, trying to skirmisher his way out of this mess, which I don't think will work. I think he's just too much behind. Yes, ramex is only on 3 banks, and Azamk rebuilt his lost bank. Made 5 envoys, which I don't know why. Why the hell would anyone make 5 envoys? I mean, if you want to scout, just make like 2 or 3, but whatever. Fetching a small reinforcement of guard. Raiding with skirmishers. Killing these guys with Reuters. getting raided pretty heavily. That's exactly what's up for raid for red. Getting raided pretty heavily. That's like at least 10 villagers right there. Meanwhile, he killed like a few here. The big thing now is that blue doesn't really have a place to gather. Blue doesn't have any coin, any mines whatsoever. Also, his units got caught off guard. He's only making hussars, which means that he wants to catch the skirmishers off guard while sending pikes on this batch of reiters. But he doesn't really have that many pikes left, which means it might just not work out. Also, he's losing units here. So although blue got a very good raid, at this side it's probably not enough, because he is on wood. He doesn't have any coin, any mine income, that is. Any mine income, yeah. That's a term now, a mine income. He's still outnumbered in military quite heavily. Red still hasn't sent the skirmisher upgrade, which he probably should. Both of them have sent cavalry combat, I think. It seems so, I'm not sure. Definitely seems so. Yeah. Both of them have sent cavalry combat and... Nope. Yeah. Nope. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Anyways, the idea is that blue is getting wrecked at this point in time. Wrecked quite badly. He's ahead in score, which is surprising actually. He should just attack me right now, kill loads of riders. Loads of riders. Why isn't his riders there? Aren't. Loads of riders. Dead. Good. Or he can just make a SAR, if he would be smart enough to actually switch into SAR. Which a lot of Dutch players aren't smart enough to do that, but he might be. I mean, he's a colonel, so there's that. These writers definitely have cavalry combat card. These I'm not so sure about.
Ik kan me niet bewegen.
Alright. This town center has at least 10 villagers in it, probably more. Ace is securing map with outposts. See, the twin towers being built. Securing this mine, which is fresh. And next mine is here and here. For both players, I would say. Getting raid off, and still surviving. It's actually a bit surprising. I guess this is the point where yeah, it's surprising that blue is still in the game. I would have thought that he would lose that engagement and therefore lose the game, but he didn't lose that engagement, and that's what keeping him still in the game. And he now definitely can match Red's economy, because he got that very big raid off here. And he just needed to survive that point, and after that he was sure to have more economy and therefore more unit production, and therefore win the game. That's that. Let's see the raid. The big raid. Although he was getting raided himself, he was already ahead a lot in villagers, and he got a big raid. And after that, another raid, and another raid. Look at that economy. How ugly is that? 14 villagers. That's just sad. Yep. These 4 banks helped to keep a steady villager production against these 3 banks, which never went to farm. Could have been done very easily, but wasn't. So he managed to survive here and won. And that's that. See about... No, not that. Okay. So he did have better engagements, he killed more units. I suppose, I don't know if economy units are in this number. And the military, yeah, he was outnumbered. Blue was outnumbered at this point, but he still managed to survive. Red didn't siege down his stuff, so he managed to survive, and eventually, because of the eco difference, he would have caught up in military and won the game, that is.